Ladies and gentlemen, we present justice.
The state of Illinois versus ROXIE HART for the murder of Fred Caitland. Thank you.
The state calls.
Mr. Amos Hart.
Blah, 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 blah. Truth, 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 so help you God?
I certainly do.
Question, my Sergeant Fogarty. What happened next? Answered by ROXIE HART.
I shot him because he was walking out of me, the louse.
Signed ROXIE HART. Do you recognize the signature?
Yes, sir. That's the signature of the lady who used to be my wife.
Exactly. Take the witness.
Hello, Amos.
Amos. Hey, that's right, Mr. Flynn, Amos.
You are at present obtaining a divorce from the defendant. Any reason?
I'll say. The newspaper said she was expecting a little bit of a stranger.
Well, that's hardly grounds for divorce, is it?
A little too much of a stranger.
Oh, by that, you mean you doubt the paternity of the child?
Well, sure.
Did you even bother to ask her if you were the father?
No, sir, but
just jump to a conclusion. Do you call that plain square? If ROXIE HART swore that you were the father of the child, which she does...
She does?
I do.
She does. Step down, Daddy. The defense calls ROXIE HART.
ROXIE HART to the stand.
Blah, 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 blah. Truth, 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 so help you God?
I do.
What's your name?
ROXIE.
ROXIE, I have here a statement in which you admit having illicit relations with the deceased, Fred Caitland. Is this statement true or false?
I'm afraid that's true.
You're an honest girl, ROXIE. When did you first meet Fred Caitland?
When he sold Amos and me our furniture. Also, he was a regular patron at the nightclub where I was a member of the chorus.
And your personal relationship with him, when did that begin?
When I permitted him to drive me home one night.
Hey, Chicky.
Hello, Mr. Caitland.
Fine night for ducks, ain't it? Why don't I drive you home? It's raining so hard, you know. Justin, 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 Justin.
Oh, he seemed like such a fine gentleman.
Yet, you were married, Mrs. Hart.
I know. And I don't think I would have gone home with him if Mr. Hart and me hadn't quarreled that very morning.
Quarreled? About what?
Oh, Amos, I don't want to work in that cheap Southside nightclub.
Yeah.
And I don't like you working those long hours at the garage either.
Sure.
Oh, Amos, I want a real home and a child.
Fat chance.
So, you drifted into this illicit relationship with Fred Caitland because you were unhappy at home.
Most unhappy.
I love you, honey. I love you.
Yet, you do respect the sacredness of the marriage vow.
Oh, yes, sir.
Then why didn't you stop the affair with Caitland?
I tried to, but Mr. Caitland, he'd plead and he'd say,
I can't live without you. I can't live without you. I can't live without you. I love you, honey. I love you.
I was being torn apart.
ROXIE HART, the state has accused you of the murder of Fred Caitland. Are you guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty! Not guilty! Oh, I killed him, yes, but I am not a criminal.
There. ROXIE HART, you recall the night of February 14th?
Yes, sir.
Tell the jury in your own words the happenings of that night.
Well, it was after work about 2 a.m. and I stopped in at an all-night grocery store to pick up some baking powder to make cupcakes for my Amos. Oh, Amos just loved my cupcakes. And then I went right home. I was getting ready for bed when suddenly the doorbell rang. Ding dong! Now I thought it was my girlfriend Gloria, so I slipped into my kimono and went to the door.
And who was there?
Fred Caitland!
And what did he say?
That note you wrote me, telling me it was over. Why did you write it?
Because I have seen the error of my days
and when you asked him to, did he leave?
I object! The counsel is leading the witness!
Sustained!
I'll rephrase my question. What did you say?
I said, go away!
Beat it, buddy!
I tried to close the door, but he forced his way in. I ran into the bedroom, but he followed me.
Just have one little drink with me, and then I'll leave.
Why didn't you scream?
Because I was afraid to wake the neighbors. Please, no good will come of this. And besides, I love my husband.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
So, when you told him that you loved your husband, what did he say to that?
It doesn't matter! You're mine, you're mine, you're mine!
No, Roxie, you must tell the jury everything. They have the right to know.
Okay. Amos and me are going to have a baby.
And what did he say to that?
I'd kill you before you see I have another man's child.
And then what happened?
And in his passion, he ripped off my kimono and threw me across the room. Oh, you nasty man! Mr. Hart's revolver was laying there between us. He grabbed for the gun. I knocked it from his hand. He whirled me aside. Oh, will you cut that out?
And then?
And then we both reached for the gun. But I got it first.
Hooray!
And then he came towards me with that funny look in his eyes.
I mean, to kill ya!
Do you think that he meant to kill you?
Oh, yes, sir.
So, it was his life or yours?
And not just mine. So I closed my eyes and I shot.
Roxie! Roxie, please!
In defense of your life.
Razzle dazzle, razzle dazzle.